Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. Another great edition of Bring It in the House podcast show where we spotlight musicians, entertainers, artists, and leaders. Get your meal. And we have a fantastic meal in the house tonight. I mean, he is a 7-time Grammy Award nominee, platinum producer, and so much more. Let's give it up for Houston's own D-Bots. Yay!
What it do? What it do? What it do?
Hey man, you do it. You do it all. And thank you so much for stopping by to make all this possible. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for the opportunity.
It all started right there in Houston. You produced major super recording artists such as Mike Jones. Mike Jones.
Who?
Who? The singer Maya, Fantasia, Natalie, and so much more. Even Lizzo. Man.
Yeah.
So let's kind of run that back. You just got back from the Grammy Awards and stuff. So please kind of share with us, how does all of it feel? Is it sinking in? And kind of give us a little background.
I've been doing this 25 years in the music business. So it's always a joy and an honor, with the awards and being able to be in these blessed opportunities that I've been blessed to do. So last night I was it last night? No, night before I was in Dallas. We had the Texas Grammy chapter member appreciation. And so they did recognize the 2025 nominees, which I was blessed to be one of those. So it never sinks in. It's always just a dope feeling because the Grammys are different than any awards because you're voted by your peers. Mm-hmm. This is not the the consumers or fans. This is people in the Grammy Recording Academy. So it's always an honor just to be nominated by them.
Yeah, it's not done based on your record sales or streams. Yes, yeah. I know how it goes, man. That's amazing that when you get that kind of vote from your peers.
Yeah.
So congratulations again, 25 years in the game.
Yes, ma'am.
My goodness. And how did all of that start for you, Davian? I mean, was it like way back in high school, grade school?
Well, a lot of people know my story. I started playing drums when I was 4. So yes, I had my first Muppet Baby drum set when I was 4. And from that, my dad was a quartet singer in a gospel group locally here in Houston. And I used to go to rehearsal with him. And so I was kind of born into the business. Both of my grandmothers played the piano. My grandfather sings. So it kind of came in my family. So I grew up playing the drums for a lot of people. I got the opportunity to play the drums for Houston Community Choir. I played drums for Kirk Franklin. I played drums. That was my main instrument till I got about 18. Then when I turned 18, one of my friends, he started a church. And he knew I played the drums because I played the drums at his father's church. And so he was like, okay, I need you to get on the piano. And I was like, what? Literally like, I don't play no keys. I'm a drummer. He's like, no, go on and play. And that was when I was 18. And from that, I started playing. But I didn't know about the music business, and I didn't learn about it till I got hired at Guitar Center. I got hired at Guitar Center in 1999 by Bradley Johnson, and I tell the story with so much cheer because he started me on my that's why I learned about production and studios and things like that. So that's how I got into the business. I've always done music since 4 years old, but that's how I got into the business.
Wow. And I've seen those opportunities through Guitar Center because my daughter was in the recording industry at one time. She started singing when she was around 15. Mm-hmm. And we went to Guitar Center to buy her instruments. So yeah, actually speak with someone who actually took advantage of those opportunities. That's an amazing story.
Yeah. So that's how I got started. So shout out to Guitar Center and Brad Johnson always.
Did you dream, Davion, that your career would ever obtain the massive amount of success that it has?
No. I'll be honest with you. I mean, when you get into the music business, you of course you see the superstars and you see the awards and all that. And I just been blessed to be a part of some great situations, man, that blow my mind every time. Even like the Lizzo thing this year just blew my mind. Just I have mind blowing things, and I'm always just humbled by the blessings, by the Father that He keeps on. I ain't, He just keeps on blowing my mind. So I never would have thought, I didn't know what to expect starting in the music business, and I've just been able to over 25 years, stay, current and just maintain just constant work. So many people, even now, are just trying to work. And so just being blessed to do it for a while at the highest level, because a lot of people fell off and some people never achieved, certain things, but I've been blessed to do both.
Amen. That is a huge blessing, and it shows the commitment. I think that's the piece that a lot of times people forget. When you're seeing that amount of success, of course, blessings and all of that is important. It takes a big part of it, but that commitment has to be there as well.
Yeah, commitment and consistency go hand in hand.
Mm-hmm.
They are the components of success.
Yes. So were you signed like a producer deal? Or how did it kind of take off and rocket from the Guitar Center opportunity?
It did. While working at Guitar Center, I signed a production deal with Rap-A-Lot. Big name record. Yeah, they had Ghetto Boys and Big Mike and UTP, and they had a lot of Zero. They had a lot of artists, and so and that's when I left Guitar Center, because once I got that check, I'm out. And so I went from there. I was there for like a year and a half. Then I went to Swishahouse, which is also a very popular label. They had Mike Jones, Chamillionaire, Paul Wall, and I was there for a while. Then my big break came when I ended up signing with Universal, and that was in I think 2006. So yeah, and then just here recently done some work with Warner. So I've been with Universal and I'm doing stuff with Warner, and so yeah, I was able to sign. My resume, I don't have any bad deals. That's what I tell people. I ain't got no bad deals. The industry been good to me.
Amen. That is good. That is good. That means that you've been holding your end of the bargain too. I believe a lot of that plays a big part of it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I worked hard these 25 years to keep my name good, to keep it great actually.
When did you, I guess when you got that big check, I was about to ask you kind of like a redundant question. I was going to say, when did you know that this was a career for you and there was no turning back? He's like, yeah, this I'm here to stay. Was it when you got that Universal deal?
It was Universal. It wasn't even the Rap-A-Lot or the Swishahouse. When I got the Universal deal, I started making money. Man, I was like, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do, because I was able to buy a new house, new car. At the time, my wife was working. I took her off her job. I'm like, hey, you can go and chill at the highs, because Daddy gonna go get that bag. So that's when I knew, mid 2000s, and when I the first time hearing my song on the radio, that all happened in the same year. So that's when I knew, like, that was kind of like a arriving moment. Like, okay, yeah, we in this thing.
And what song was that when your first song you heard on the radio?
Going Crazy by Natalie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I know that song. I know that song. My daughter, she used to like that song a lot.
Everybody loved it. Was
it around like 2011, 2012?
No, that's 2005, 2005.
05. Okay. I knew it was a while back, but I didn't realize it was that far back. But she was, yeah. She was really like very pretty. Like, look, she was Hispanic.
Yeah. She's still Nat Boogie looked the same. She looked the exact same.
Yeah, well, she was very young, so I'm sure she's still very young and pretty, to this day.
That's my dog.
Shout out to Natalie. That's so wonderful. What is the latest project that you're working on or have worked on here that other viewers need to know about?
Well, I have my cookout event, which is a big networking event I do every quarter. We're getting ready to drop our Houston Cookout album January 1st. It is a collaborative effort of about, I think it's 32 artists and producers. So it is a lot of dope talent. Some of the names you may know, some you may not, but we're dropping that January 1st. Miss Perry Jones. Perry Jones is the daughter of Oran O.J. Juice Jones. I Saw
Okay,
You Walking in the Rain.
saw you.
Yeah, that's my dog. That's my dog. So his daughter, I've been producing her for like 4 years. She has a song coming out called "Out of My Mind." What is it? Out of My Mind? It's something. I forgot the name of the dang song. But I think that's the name of the song. I don't remember the name of the song. Yeah, I got that coming out. Those are the latest two. There's a lot of other artists I'm working with. Justin Martin, she's freshly signed with Def Jam and getting ready to do stuff. I have a song that's kind of sitting and waiting with Chrisette Michele. That's a wedding song. And those are those, just working, just pushing some of these independent artists out. Yeah.
I love the song she did with Jay-Z. I think that was You Lost One.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the jam there. Yeah. This is amazing. I didn't realize you had worked with so many amazing artists, man. And excuse me, I heard you mention that, but your beautiful wife, has been there the whole ride.
Oh no, that's my ex-wife. I'm single.
I'm
sorry. Yeah. That was just in that time in 2005.
Okay. Well, so I was just trying to make sure that I was shouting out to everybody. Do you have children?
I do. I have 6 kids, all from my marriage, and they are my inspiration. I just had lunch today actually with my sons, my older boys. So I have 2 girls and 4 boys, and they are my pride and joy. They are why I do what I do, why I grind like I grind, why I shine like I shine. They are my inspiration. I love them with everything that's in me. I'm a very active father in my kids' life, all 6 of them. My baby girl actually gave me my first grandson last year, so I'm a Paul D. I'm not a Paul or grandpa. I'm a Paul D. We got new names because we ain't the old school. Yeah, man. I love my kids with everything in me. They are, when I don't feel like doing what I got to do, I think about them. The legacy. They are my legacy, and so, yeah, those are my babies. They're my babies.
Of course. I feel the same way about my daughter and my granddaughter. So how do you stay relevant with all this competition out here? New artists arriving every day. How do you contend with that?
One, I can play. That is the biggest difference I tell people the difference between me, a beat maker, and like an AI producer. There are certain things that people who can play can do that those other ones can't. That's what kind of separates us. The hours I put in to practice my craft and get dope on the keys pays off.
Yeah.
And so that and having kids. My kids shoots. My oldest daughter sings. She sings, and so being able to listen to the music, staying current with them, just having an ear to be able to do it. And I'm 48, but shoot, I act 28. I'm a big kid.
Me too.
So just being able to have an ear what the industry is doing and be able to stay competitive. That's what I tell people. I'm like, look, I can't promise you're gonna go number 1. I can't promise you a gold record. What I promise you, if I produce a record for you, you're gonna be competitive to what's out there. Your music will be able to compete on a level with them. Now, after that, I can't promise you're gonna be on Billboard charts.
Yeah.
I can't promise you're gonna get no plaques. I can't promise none of that. But what I will promise you is when I produce you, you will be competitive to what's out there. So just being able to stay current with music, just stay current with it, and being able to produce that kind of music that's current.
Yeah. I can contest that your music is A1. Wow. Which song by Maya did you produce?
Ooh, which song?
Should I say which songs?
Because I did 2 albums for Maya. We did Beauty in the Streets and we did Sugar and Spice. House Party, Show Me Something.
I just heard that in the car the other day. Show Me Something by Maya.
Yeah. That's the one with Bun B. Yeah. Work It Out. Geez, I don't. What else do I have with Maya?
Did you do Case of the X?
I did not. No, that was before she met me. I met her in 2007, I believe. I met her after that. So I had a couple of her singles though.
Yeah.
Missing You, the one that kind of sounds like Michael Jackson, I did that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's a lot of records I did with Maya. I can't even remember all of.
Yeah.
Because we would work in the studio for weeks upon a time together. So I have quite a few with her.
That is so.
She's the homie. She's one of the coolest people you'll ever meet. You know, she's
Yeah.
not a diva. She's not arrogant. She's very down to earth. I mean, she texts me for my birthday and for holidays and Father's Day and all that. You know, that's like my little sister. We cool. So.
Do you have a favorite, or do you have favorites? You know, when it comes to recording artists that you prefer to work with, or you really enjoyed working with?
I always tell this story. I haven't had to work with the divas. I haven't had to work with the people who are in the studio and they just, you know, a-holes or you know, I need all the pink and blue M&Ms picked out the bag and put in a bowl in the studio. I haven't had to work with them.
The high maintenance.
You know, I probably, our personalities wouldn't clash because I'm a no-nonsense guy when it comes into the studio work. And if you come in with all that, you know, you got this little attitude, you know, it ain't gonna work. So my favorite artists, honestly, to work with are the artists at the Cookout because they are all hungry, they are all talented, and they haven't. None of them are signed, so they're all just, you know, independent right now. And just watching them grow and learn the business and excel in their craft is that's the, you know, working with hundreds of different artists is gonna beat working with just one artist to me. So working with them is they're my favorite artists right now.
Oh, that's so sweet. Sun up to sundown, you're in the studios, right?
No, I'm not. You know, I'm not the overnight studio. I don't like late night sessions. I'll leave the studio usually between 9 and 10 because I hit the gym early in the morning. Everybody knows I have this thing called No Fat Friends, where I try to challenge people to be their healthiest version of them in 2025. So I'm not a late night. Contrary to people's belief, I don't be in the studio all night. But I start earlier than most. Like I'll get to the studio at 9 a.m. sometimes or 10 a.m. So some people work better overnight. I work better during the day. I don't really like the late night. I like to sleep. I like to get my rest. I try to stay looking young, and rest help you look young. So I'm not team no sleep. That ain't me. I'll be sleep. Phone on D&D. I'm gone.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I was just curious how your work process, you know, how it looks. You go in around midday.
It depends. You know, I do stay busy. So my average day, you know, wake up, do my workout Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You know, I have a morning talk show on Clubhouse. So we do that from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Then usually from that, I go straight to the studio and I'm there till, like I say, 8, 9 o'clock. So, you know, I'll put in a 10-hour day easily. But 10 o'clock, I'm usually at the house drinking some water, watching some football, finna go to sleep or something. Cause I ain't gonna do it. But I do, and I try not to work on the weekends unless I have to, because, you know, that's family time. I get my sons on the weekend. And so I like to I like to hang with my kids and have family time. But I mean, I grind. It's a grind.
So is your studio, do you have like your own separate building or do you work from home? Okay, cool.
Home is home for me. Home is, I haven't had anything musical at home in 20 years. Home is where I'm going to hang with my kids, where I'm going to watch Family Guy, and I'm going to cook, and I'm going to do all that. I don't have anything musical at home. And my studio is 20 minutes from my house. So I have to go. You know, that's not a knock to anybody that has one in their house. I like to feel like I get up and go to work.
Yeah.
So I treat it like that. I don't treat it like, because when I did used to have stuff at home, I would be lazy because I'm at home. It's at home. It feels home. And I didn't feel really productive or challenged when I'm at home. So I like to get up and go to work.
I agree. I hear you on that. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. So you've worked with so many super artists. Is there anyone in particular that you like, I got that one artist that I could just do this one collab with? Do you have any of that in you?
I got to do one for Lizzo. Lizzo was one of the ones I wanted to check off my list. Always Maya, and then like it's some more stuff I think I want to do with Raheem Devon. You know, because he's the R&B soul king. So I'm an R&B. I can produce everything, but when everybody knows when it comes to that R&B, I'm killing. So I want to do some more work with Raheem. So hopefully he can slow down because he's been on tour and passing out flowers and all kind of stuff, and so I ain't been able to really lock in with him. But Raheem is one because him in the studio, he's crazy. Like he don't even write. He's not a person who writes. He just goes in the booth and kind of just listens to the music and then comes up with stuff on the spot. Kind of how I produce, real organic like. Raheem is one of them. Definitely Raheem.
Okay. I'm surprised. Well, but you just explained it. You're more R&B. I was listening for you to say, you know, like some pop artists. You don't really do too much pop.
I do pop. I do it all. I do pop.
So if
pop. Natalie, me and Natalie talked about doing, you know, this is a 20-year anniversary of our big record. This is the 20-year anniversary. So we talked earlier this year about redoing some more work. So and she's pop. She's not really R&B. So
she is.
Yeah. I love R&B and pop is my genre.
Yes, you know, those two.
Those are my main two. I kind of graduated a little bit from the rap just because I came in doing rap. I've been doing rap so long, it kind of just got stale with me. So it's not really challenging to me, and I like to challenge myself as a producer. So R&B and pop are definitely a little more challenging than rap tracks.
Could you see yourself doing maybe like a country song or a gospel song?
I've done those already.
Okay.
I have a lot of gospel. I produced Yolanda Adams. I produced her sister, Mika Morrow. I got a bunch of gospel artists I produced. Zacardi Cortez. I produced a lot of gospel. I play in the church. I'm from the church. I'm not gonna stop playing at church. That's kind of my, you know, my giving back to the person who I know gave me the gift. So I stay playing in church. You know, I'm involved in the church. I'm just, you know, a little bit on the heathen side.
Yeah. You say heathen. If I wanted to send somebody your way, an independent artist, what would that process look like? Or do you kind of like public people that you're not that familiar with? Do you kind of like, or do you have to have a publicist or a manager?
No, I'm very accessible. My little sister is my assistant. Some people go through her. Some people come straight to me. It just depends. Call me, text me. Hey, I got this artist. I'm gonna go study them first.
Yeah,
like I'm that producer. I'm not, because I don't work with everybody because at this stage in my career, I'm you know, I don't want to have to start with a baby, and that's no offense to those who just get started. I just don't want to do it. You know what I mean? I don't have the patience to teach you unless I'm really invested in you for whatever reason. So I would go listen to them and see some of their strengths, see if there's anything I think I can pull out of them to make some dope records. If not, I may be like, hey, you know, they may need to go to somebody else, or they maybe need to do this, or they need to do a little more development in this area. I don't have the time to do it. And so it's easy. Shoot, artists DM me. It's an artist DM me while I was in Dallas. It's crazy. I was in Dallas, and she DM'd me while I was in Dallas. And she's like, hey, I researched and found you as a producer. She came to the hotel, and we had a consultation. And so I'm gonna be producing her in these upcoming weeks. So very accessible. Look, I'm not Hollywood. I'm not high. I hate people like that. So I do, you know, you could just hit me up. Hey, I got this artist. I think I want you to produce them, and then I'm gonna go check them out and be like, yay or nay.
Yeah. So like if a 60-year-old she came to you and she had a demo and everything and you got the budget, you'd work with her?
Yeah. Music has no age. This is the greatest time to be in music.
I heard you say that on Instagram.
Yeah, when you have a artist last year who won Best New Artist for the Grammys, I think they were 48. 48. Times have changed. And people relate to music. They don't care about age no more. You know, now you can't be 60 out there trying to twerk and all that kind of stuff. You know, you got to do some music or some substance that kind of, you know, is in your age range, your age group. You know what I mean? But no, I pretty much work with everybody. It's just a few select. I know I can't produce. Yeah. So no, you ain't too old. Shoot, there could be a 70-year-old want to do a R&B single. Let's do it.
I hear you. Do you have a publicist that you work with that help you?
I do not. I have one that's kind of bootleg. Her name is Sharontel Durscale, out of New Jersey. And but if I need her, really, if I need her, I mean, I can kind of handle my stuff. And then I have, like I said, my sister's my assistant. She's well versed and representing her big brother. And so no, I don't have one on staff, but no, if I need one, like if I want to get a release to CBS and all this stuff, I can just go through her. Yeah,
well, you have a track record now, so you don't, you've already built all those relationships, so it should be pretty easy for you now. So
that's the beauty of building relationships.
Yeah,
that's the name of the game.
I hear you. It has been so nice to have you on the show. Sorry, I'm just a little bit under the weather, but
you're good. You are fine. Look. Whatever time you have given me, I'm grateful for the opportunity.
All right, thank you so much. Do you have any shout outs before you go?
Shout out to my kids. Shout out to Dana, Leah, Jalen, Dylan, Davion, and Drew. My grandson Kason, my mother, my sisters, my brothers, my family always comes first. Shout out to my cookout family, man. It's so many of them to name. Just know I'm just talking about all y'all because I don't want to leave one person out. And they text me, man, you ain't even tell me. It's too many. I love all y'all. And just shout out to, my fans, the people that support the cookout, people that support us, and go vote for us for this upcoming Grammys. Queen Sheba Spoken Word Album of the Year. We back 2 years in a row. This is her third straight nomination, and we looking to take home that trophy. So that's it.
Yeah, that is wonderful. Congratulations, man. I can't believe, we've been over this a dozen times, but sometimes you just have to sit there and take it all in. I'm like, wow, I'm talking to a guy that helped make the music that's a big part of my past, sort of like a soundtrack to my life. So I am very humbled to be in your presence, and I mean that with me. Any words of encouragement before we wrap it up?
Man, just stay focused, stay consistent, and keep pushing and keep working, keep grinding. Mike Jones said, "No grind, no shine." That's true. it don't come to nothing comes to a sleeper but a dream.
A dream. My dad used to say that. Oh my
God. You got to get out here and work. I teach my kids. Nobody in this world is gonna hand you anything. Go get it. Go work and grind for whatever you want.
That's it. As they say, nobody's gonna rescue you. You got to rescue yourself.
Everybody got a sad story.
What
you gonna do about it though?
What you gonna do with it? That is amazing. Anything else you want the audience to know or remember about D-Bots?
Just remember, man, look, the Cookout, the #1 networking event for independents. If you are a writer, a producer, an actor, whatever you do, we are coming to a city near you. We got Los Angeles, the week of my birthday, January 28th through the 30th, Grammy week. We will be in LA for the winter version of the Cookout. You want to get your tickets, you can follow me on Instagram, DBOTTZYOUBEATIN. D-Bots You Beaten. And click that link in my bio and get your tickets, and we'll see you in LA.
All right, you guys heard it here. Thanks again for joining me. We'll see you next time on Green